guys, and welcome back to another movie review. Hopefully the audio is okay. Different mic now. Wired mic. So now we don't have to worry about the audio cutting out mid-video like with the ones that had to be charged and everything. And I still don't know for sure, one way or the other, if the one that fell in the water last night survived or not. It may have, but I haven't tested it, but I'd rather just use a wired one where I don't have to constantly be paranoid about, is it still on? So, finally got around to watching Duel from 1971, which is the other one out of the four that were recommended to me that were like the ABC made-for-TV horror movies. There is Night Stalker, Bad Ronald, Trilogy of Terror, and Duel. Apparently, I watched them in the backwards order of chronological without even realizing, or I probably would have done it the other way around. But weirdly enough, in my opinion, the earlier ones were better than the later ones. But that's just me. That's just me. My dad hard disagrees with me on that one. We just had a discussion because not even 10 minutes into watching Duel, I have the realization of, I know what this is! Bob's Burgers did a parody episode of this once. I know what this is! Remember that episode of Bob's Burgers? I think it was even like a Christmas episode, but instead of being like a big semi-truck that was trying to run off the road, it was like a giant candy cane truck. Yes! This is the movie that inspired that! So honestly, it was really cool getting to see the context of where that episode came from. So, just like, okay, more or less had kind of a gist of how this movie was gonna go, given that. But, still, I would like to start this by saying, out of the horror movies that I have watched so far, first one that kinda sorta actually little bit did scare me. Not in the like, oh my god, I don't know if I'll be able to sleep kind of scare. No. But in the like, I am literally on the edge of my seat, so stressed out, intense, like every muscle in my back is like rigid. Yeah, like, alright, you win, you got me this time, and I feel like the difference is that this one felt the most like it was based out of reality of something that easily could happen in real life. There's no monsters, there's no paranormal shit, it's like actually something from real life that could and probably has at some point in history actually happened. So, it's pretty easy to sum this one up. There's a dude, he is driving on, I guess, like an interstate or something, and there's this big-ass semi. He eventually just lets the semi go in front of him because it's riding his ass and he's getting real annoyed, so fine, lets the semi go in front of him. And it will not speed up. He's like, what, I gave you the road, why? Why aren't you just going? So he tries to, like, go around it, but it swerves. Okay, fine, I'll go the other way. It swerves again, and then, oh, you're just an asshole, aren't you? And no matter what he does, this truck is literally just being a dick and just making sure he cannot pass. Like, oh, you suck. So he's all sorts of mad, and he's trying to figure out what the hell is this dude's problem, what even? And it's like not just a semi, but it's a semi full of flammables in it. Yeah, so you can't even, like, ram this guy without guilt, because it could explode, you don't know. So cool. And of course it's emitting all sorts of nasty smoke that's blowing back at him, so he's getting more and more mad. He knows he's gonna be late to what he needs to get to. He is pissed. So when he finally sees an opening to floor it and get around him, he does! Little did he know that would be a declaration of war against this guy, because, oh, from that moment on, that truck is on his ass like the white on rice. It is trying to run his ass off the road, no matter where he goes, no matter what he does, even when he thinks he's lost it, even when he pulls over and parks somewhere, it finds him, it follows him everywhere he friggin' goes. And part of me is half expecting the whole time of, you watch, by the end of this movie, we're gonna see in the driver's seat and there's no driver, right? It's just like a possessed semi. Nope, because eventually you do see an arm out the window, like waving him on to go forward, and there's like a couple shots where you can see, no, there's a human in there. I'm not sure that we ever do see his face, but there is actually a human in there. So it's like, huh, okay. So then your mind is like going with possibilities of like, is is he like the devil? What is this guy's motive? Other than like he's petty, but like what is this dude's motive? Because he's making it more and more clear he wants this guy run off the road and preferably dead, no doubt. Like he's flooring it in a semi like 90 miles an hour down a mountain. Like, bro, that ain't normal. And pretty much, he is, like, making this guy slowly lose his sanity over, oh my god, and of course he's, like, trying to explain to just innocent bystanders that he needs help. Oh my god, please call the police. This guy is trying to kill me. No one believes him. I mean, think about that story. It sounds batshit insane. If a total stranger came at you out of nowhere and explained that scenario to you, would you believe it? Probably not. You'd probably be more liable to, like, call an asylum. So no one's believing it. He is getting closer and closer to run off the road. Like, it's not just playing chicken. It is literally, like, not just on his bumper. It is full on trying to push him into train tracks at one point. Holy crap. Like, oh my god, this guy really means business. He really wants this dude, like, dead. It's like, what did he do to you other than pass you on the road? My god, like, it ain't that deep. Dude, by the end of it, he eventually does find a way to trick the semi-truck into going off a cliff. He has to sacrifice his own car to do it, but manages to get out at the last second himself, so he doesn't go over with it, but yeah. Little bit disappointed that in that ending shot, for as much as we get a slow-mo crash down the cliff, I thought this was semi-full of flammable stuff. Why is it not exploding? I want to see an explosion, damn it. I know I cannot be the only one who is fully expecting an explosion. Now, this was one of Spielberg's first movies, which I find very, very intriguing that, damn, okay, he was, like, very much cutting his teeth on this one. And just the cinematography style in this is great. Like, some of the angles used and everything are very artsy. They're very effectively done. The acting, although it's kind of minimal in terms of dialogue, because there's not that much talking other than this guy talking to himself in the car, I feel like it's better than some of the others in this series, I'm just saying. I really had no complaints there, other than just the fact that we didn't get an explosion at the end. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but overall, it was a good movie, and that was one of those, oh, that was real hairy. I was on the edge of my damn seat the whole time as soon as I realized what was going on. And it does not calm down, because every time you think maybe this dude has found safety, it just lulled you into a false sense of security, and it starts over again. Here comes that friggin' semi again. It's like, oh my god, this guy sucks so hard. Dude, like, truck, go away. And I'm sitting here trying to eat my lunch while I'm watching this on my phone, right? My dad keeps walking over. He's like, are you watching the car? And I'm like, no. Is that a movie too? He's like, yeah, it's kind of like the same idea. Except that he's like running over just like hordes of people. I'm like, oh, that is in no way, shape, or form the same thing as this. But you've probably also seen this. I think you were 11 when this came out. So you probably saw this, seeing as it's a car movie. But yeah. He thought he remembered it. He was the one that thought there would be nobody in the car at the end, but wrong. But, yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it, though. For as nerve-wracking as it was, I enjoyed it. And I like the fact that it kind of freaked me out some on this one. Because I'm just like, I've been waiting through all these, like, come on, scare me, damn it. Do a thing already. That one finally got me. So now I'm like, okay, now I have a jumping off point, because now I know, alright, that's the breed of horror that I need. The ones that feel like they're based in what could easily be like a reality scenario. That's the kind of shit that gets in my head. Okay, got it. So, anyway, I personally give it probably 4 out of 5, only because I am disappointed in the fact that we didn't get an explosion at the end that I feel we should have gotten, just because it would have been so satisfying, and yet the ending shots of it, they're so slow, and then you're watching the guy sit at the edge of the cliff, and you're thinking something's gonna happen, and it just doesn't. and you're left waiting for it, and it just never happens. It's just the end. It's like, oh. Okay. For as suspenseful as the entire movie was, to have such an anticlimactic ending shot like that, I'm like, dude, really? It's like you had me on board for the entire thing till like the last 2 minutes. And then you fucked it up. Oh well. Like, I should have known somewhere there would be some kind of flaw that would bother me, but ultimately it's not a very big one, but it just... I always have to complain about something, right? Right, so that's the thing I'm complaining about this time. So anyway, those are my thoughts on this one. So as always, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddit, everything and more is all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link as always is down in the description. Anyway guys, till next time, see ya.